Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be providing an update on what's going on with the whole ARK server situation, as we have had an update from Studio Wildcard. So I've got some hopefully better news to bring to you guys, because obviously the last week has been pretty rough. I think we can all say that as ARK players, it's not been the week we want to look back on. Now, as always, if you guys get all the news you need to know, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as it seriously supports me so much. And if you do want to come and join the LoadedCrysis cluster, link is in the description to the Discord. We have very luckily been going strong since the problems, which is really nice, because to be honest, that's the one thing I want for my community, is to have the servers running, and so that's great. So if you want to come and join us, we have all the maps, all clustered, brilliant. Anyway, onwards from that, I'm also going to be responding to a comment, and the reason, this is something I never do. I never tend to, obviously I reply to comments, but I don't tend to respond to them in videos, because it's just not something I've ever done before. But I just wanted to respond to it because I felt like, you know, I wanted to. So, be interesting. Anyway, so let's jump into the video and let's start with Studio Wildcard. Okay, so what you will see on the screen is a update from Savala in the Discord, and they have let us know that they will be bringing some of our offline NA servers back online. Stay tuned as we continue working to restore server availability, and thank you for your patient survivors. Now, if you didn't know, in the community crunch that we got on Friday, Studio Wildcard mentioned that until this issue has been resolved, they are going to be doing some changes to the official network to avoid any progress being lost. So they said, our hosting providers are facing a severe ongoing DDoS attack, which has caused recent outages, including those over the past, what's it been now? Wait, I mean, on this it said 48 hours, but some people have said a week now that it's been for them. We're actively working with our partners to mitigate the issue, but as with these types of attacks, we don't have an estimated resolution. While our partners work on it, we've taken steps to protect player progress, so they've increased the upload timer to 72 hours and they'll extend it further if needed, temporarily disabled decay timers to prevent loss of player progress, taken certain regions offline to protect players' data when necessary, and extending the time on Expire servers to give everyone a chance to retrieve their characters and items once things are more stable, and we'll announce a date to give you plenty of notice. We're closely monitoring mitigation efforts with our partners, but please keep in mind that the situation may continue to evolve. They also said that they'll be running an EVO event in the light of the instability, and they'll look to do something nice for the players when this is all resolved. So pretty much then what they said they're going to do is that they will start putting up more and more servers once this gets sorted. But one of the main problems is really that, even when the servers go online, if the servers are still being attacked, the connectivity issues are so annoying. And obviously the great thing about my servers being up is that, you know, people are able to play, but obviously when an attack goes ahead and, you know, whatever moment it is, obviously ping can be affected, you know, you can get kicked out of servers, and it's frustrating, right? And no one really knows at this moment in time how long it's going to be going on for, but the fact that Studio Wildcard are now putting up some official servers is brilliant, and hopefully we'll start to see a little bit more safety, but we'll see. Anyway, on to the next part. I wanted to mention there was a fix, a minor version fix for Xbox clients, which went live today, and it was literally just a potential crash fix. When it says potential crash fix, no one really knows what this means, to be honest, because they haven't gone into detail. But whatever it is, they've said they've tried to do something to stop a crash fix that had been going on. Right, so we're now going to be responding to the comment. And by the way, whenever I get some comments, as I've told you guys, I like, you know, constructive feedback, you know, or like criticism, whatever it is. It's great because, I mean, one thing I've been proud of at the start of 2025 has been the fact that, you know, the channel's, you know, content has improved a lot, and we're looking to do that more and more every single year. There wasn't enough progress on the channel for a while, and that's why obviously we're making these changes. But anyway, So this person had, called Jim, had something to say regarding the whole server situation. And by the way, there's going to be loads of things that I agree with. I agree with. You have to remember, this is what some people forget before they comment anything, is I don't work for Studio Wildcard and I don't work for Nitrado. As I said to you guys, I am partnered with Nitrado, but I don't work for these companies. I'm a player exactly the same. I'm just a content creator. So, by the way, whenever I make these news videos, it's to help spread the word on what's going on. And I try my best to read every comment that I can. And when anyone puts a point or wants me to cover a situation, I'm here for you guys. That's literally it. You can use me to spread the word. That's what I am. I'm trying to help out, you know, the ARK community in many ways. I may get some things wrong sometimes, but we're all human. So Jim went on to say on my video saying, Dom, I know you're not complaining, but that's part of the problem. You don't complain about the game. You just like to spend more money to play, hence the new computer. You always suckle at the teeth of Studio Wildcard or Snail. If more people would complain about not being able to play confidently, then maybe, obviously in capitals confidently, then maybe we could have something done about it. Instead of just pushing more content to an already mostly unplayable game, take the constructive criticism and do something about it. Thank you for your time. Now, I read this comment and obviously it had a lot of likes, so fair enough. And I thought, fair enough. You know, that is actually when I read it. But I want to obviously go for a few things that you said in this comment, Jim. So the reason I got the new computer was obviously, yes, down to me wanting to make better content, but mine was outdated and it needed upgrading anyway. Now, yes, does ASA need to be optimized? Of course it does. It does. And that's why we're hoping this Unreal Engine 5.5 update comes out and sorts things out, because it isn't optimized well. It's optimized terribly. But the main reason of the computer was more for my work life. So that's the reason I got the new computer, responding to that part. Apparently, I'm always sort of just constantly just giving so much love to Snail or Studio Wildcard. Now, one thing I find absolutely crazy, and it is hard as a content creator, is I would say around summertime 2024, maybe last year, maybe a bit before that. So I spent a lot of January covering content on Palworld because I'd never had a break from ARK before and I needed a bit of a break. And to be honest, I wasn't enjoying the whole way Ascended launched. Then I went on to Helldivers after that, and it was an amazing break for me. I needed it, but I did end up missing ARK. Now, I probably spent most of the time when I was doing ARK videos in that period with people saying I was moaning about the game too much. So, and moaning about the things that the devs weren't doing correctly, and everything like that. So you have to remember when you're watching my video, you might not watch my video 6 months ago, and then you might get back into ARK and you watch my video and I might be giving, you know, Wildcard or whoever some praise for something. So you jump back in and I'm giving some praise, and that's what you think I only do. And if a long-term viewer is watching this video, they will know that I am one of the YouTubers that will give criticism to Studio Wildcard when I don't agree with anything, and anyone else involved in the process. I do. And I'm not saying that I always do that, but at the end of the day, I want to enjoy the content I make, and I sometimes just enjoy making a gameplay video like what we're doing on the channel at the moment. So there needs to be some enjoyment in me creating content. Yes, I do this channel for you guys, and I love you guys, and you guys are the reason I'm in this situation, but it is nice to sometimes be able to just take a break from this frustration and stress and just be able to play the game and enjoy it and make some content on some of the cool dinos that come out. That's literally all I want sometimes, but I get your point. Then maybe something can be done about it. Now, what the things that need to be done about the game isn't down to me or any other content creator. We can help. And do I believe that all content creators in the ARK community help with these situations? No. And I choose to do it. I don't have to do it, by the way. I literally don't have to talk about it in this way. I could talk about it. I could do whatever I want on my channel because it's an independent YouTube channel. If I just want to do only gameplay and not talk about any issues, I don't have to. I'm only doing this because I want to do good in the community. And again, as I said, sometimes I might not say the right thing, and that's just being human. And then obviously, so, and anyway, so I've taken, as it says, do something about it and take your time. So anyway, the next one after that was a response on from this, and it was Jim saying, "For all you complaining about my post, I've supported Dom for almost 10 years now, and I still do. But I can call it like I see it. If you can't see it, that's on you. If you don't like what I say, then that's on you." And someone responded saying, "That's a well-said comment. I'm glad someone said it." And again, Jim, I have to say, I agree with a lot of stuff that you do, but you have to remember, if you're coming just for me as one content creator who is actually trying to help out in situations, it's not going to do any good in that situation. Yes, I'm going to take feedback. If I've done a video and someone's like, "Dom, you're giving way too much love to Wildcard here," or something like that, I'm going to take that on board. I will take that on board. That's why I'm responding to this. But you have to remember, there's many other ARK players in the community that don't talk about anything. And the reason I do it is because, again, I want to be able to support and get the word out there. So again, I don't actually have to respond, but I will look at this comment. And then one of the biggest reasons, Jim, why I did respond to your comment is I saw your last comment on the same video saying, "Dom, the fact that you are letting these little minions fight in the chat for you instead of you answering my call says everything about you." So I thought this was ridiculous. I literally read this and I was like, "What are you going on about? What call?" And I'm guessing you mean comment. But the thing is, Jim, I am very appreciative that you've been supporting the channel for over 10 years, and I'm glad that you've done that. But the fact that you think that I am going to come just to your comment, when there's 300 comments on that video, and respond to that, while then going to every other comment disagreeing with you to say, "Stop being mean to Jim," is crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. And at the end of the day, I didn't have to respond to your comment if I didn't want to. I can respond to whatever I want to, and I've chosen to do it in this video because you think that I'm not responding. Now, I don't want anyone here to send any hate to Jim, because I can tell Jim wants the best for the game, and I completely understand that. But sometimes you need to think a little bit outside of the box, and I get your comments and I take your criticism on. I love reading criticism sometimes because it's perfect for the channel. But at the end of the day, all I want to say is that one of the things, the reason I do this channel is because I know what position I'm in. I have 255,000 subscribers, and I am so appreciative of this. But you have to remember that when I am going through the comments, I will respond to as many as I want, and sometimes I'm just taking a little bit of a break and coming back on and saying that type of thing. It says everything about me is just crazy. But anyway, so I think that's pretty much everything I want to say on that situation, and you have to remember, I'm as frustrated as you are, Jim, and everyone else is frustrated in this situation. I run a cluster where we jumped up to number 6 because the official servers have been down in the entire world. I've got an amazing mod team that helped me out and stuff, which is brilliant. And I know that there's so many clusters out there struggling, and there is so many people that have struggled. They've lost everything. I have been playing this game for 10 years, and I understand it. And, all I want to be able to do on this channel is be able to support you guys through the ups, the downs, and everything. And that's what I'm going to do. And again, I like to repeat this point. I don't have to do that. I could literally just make gameplay if I really wanted to. But I like to be able to cover topics, because without topics getting covered, then nothing good gets to happen. So anyway, that's my full response on the what's going on in the situation. Studio Wildcard are putting more servers online, and I appreciate all of the comments and I read them. And again, as I expect, I don't expect every comment to always just be, "Dom, you're doing such great work," or anything like that. I'm going to take on criticism sometimes, but please understand, I'm not here I don't work for these companies. I respect the companies because they put me in a position that I never expected I'd be in. This has been my dream since a kid, literally since the age of like 10 years old. I wanted to be a YouTuber, so I always will have love for that, and I've been supported in other ways. Again, I don't get paid to say anything from these companies. They've never paid me. I do make server sales through my Nitrado link, and I'm very grateful that to anyone over the years that supported me through that, as it's really helped me, because sometimes being a content creator, you need that little bit of extra support. But anyway, let's hope things are going to get better. Let's hope to keep the word out there, keep things going, and hopefully we'll start to see some improvement as time goes on. Thank you for watching the video.